Hello guys, with me today is my doggy. But a little life update. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't care. Just want to watch the analysis. It's just been a busy few weeks and months. Like I've started coaching, like kind of seriously now. Just some younger, like 15 to 20-year-old students. I've collabed with my business partner. My badminton business partner, that is, like, who sells gear and stuff. I've been working on their TikTok, been filming stuff. As you saw the 1000Z review, I'll probably buy my own personal one and make a longer review later in July. There's just a lot of videos on the backlog as well. I've been traveling a lot, haven't really been training because I spent all my money traveling. So maybe I'll pick up training again back in July maybe. But yeah, that's the little quick life update. If you're still here, cheers. Anyone new, welcome. If you're new to this kind of format, basically there is a Discord server, the R Badminton Discord server right here, and they have a self highlights channel, and people will usually post videos here, and sometimes I go through them and do these kind of like recordings and watch and just kind of talk about how they can improve, that kind of thing. So let's get into it. Yeah. Oh yeah, for context, we're looking at the guy in the black. Sorry for the dogs in the background. I'm at my girlfriend's house. I just want to see something. Wait. I think you'd be a bit faster on the follow-up. And I think it's because you're scissor kicking backwards. Yeah. Meaning that, like, when you land, your center of gravity is quite far behind you. Meaning you're taking that extra time to push yourself forward. Because ideally when you scissor kick, you're like landing with your center of gravity in line with your body, or even slightly forward, right? If you're landing backwards, it's usually like an emergency shot, or they put some movement pressure on you in that rear corner. In that case, you usually want to kick out even wider. My dog is leaving, but yeah, just a little thing I think that will help you improve on the follow-ups. I can't tell if your lifts are good or bad because I can't tell which line is supposed to be out. If it's the red line, then your lifts are horrible. If it's the white line, I think it's okay. Yeah, if it's the white line, then it's okay. Both feet are in the back. Now, to be fair, I did watch a little bit of this, so I'm going to mention this now. I think your split steps are a bit relaxed, meaning that, like, it feels like you're just doing them, because I'm not seeing, like, any visual explosive push afterwards, because, like, you're struggling with the smash defense on your sides. It's more pronounced when you guys switch sides, and I'll talk about it when you come over here, but I just wanted to mention it now. Good. Nice work. I would have just smashed straight again, honestly, because that seemed way out. I would be taking these nets higher. So, like, follow up immediately, right? But, like, yeah, it feels like you're purposely waiting for it to come down, and you can kind of tell from your body language, like, a few seconds before. Like, from right here, see how you're, like, already having your racket down, like, okay, like, I'm aiming to receive it here. Even if you, like, do end up receiving it here, it's better to start out here and then move it downwards instead of, like, staying down and waiting for it to come down. Because, like, if you do it where the racket's up and it comes down with it, your contact point is marginally better in situations like this. And also, it's just a good mentality and habit to get a hold of like striving to reach the shuttle at best of a contact point as you can, if that makes sense. Okay, so we should not be taking, especially single serves, this low. This is like a very casual service return. Like your feet are not even moving. Look. Okay, yeah. Like your feet, your like right leg moved, but like you didn't actually gain any distance from doing that. It was kind of like a formality, and like yeah, there's no reason to be taking it this low. It limits your options very much so. Like even if you are lifting, if you take it way higher, at least then you can threaten the net shot, right? And so that will delay the opponent a split second moving backwards because they have to worry about the net first, right? And also will make the quality of your lifts easier as well. I think that was out. Okay, and yeah, again, the same thing, like here with the service return, right? Like your reaction time is a bit slow. You know, you're only beginning to move after the shuttle's already crossed the net, and so that's leading to that. Yeah, you just need to be a bit more on point when it comes to actually receiving the ball. Some minor points here. The shot is quite a bit slow, and so that's telling me you're using mostly your wrist. You should be using a bit more of your fingers as well, and that will help you create speed when it comes to cross nets while keeping it in the lines. And then same thing here. You need to be hitting it a bit faster. So it's telling me it's making me think of two things. One, it could be just like lack of practice on the cross drop, and two, you could probably try learning how to slice it, so you can hit it faster and it'll come down sharper, because this is quite loose and quite slow. Yeah, again, same thing, like you're taking the shots like off the ground at this point, right? Yeah, even again, like right here. And here should be a bit more obvious that he's going to be dropping, because like look at his contact point, right? Look how like he's taking it super extended. His arm is completely straight. Like there's no way he can smash with any power here. So it should be a bit more obvious he's going to drop here, right? But still, like you're taking it. And I think on the second one, it's just a habit, because like you're on point, you're not off balance, right? And you're just purposely waiting for it to come down all the way. I don't understand this. It's not helping you. It's not doing any favors for your shot quality, right? Good job though on the kill. So it's working right now, so it's fine, but I would like to see more shot variety from this corner. Every time guy in red has lifted to this forehand corner, you've just only straight smashed. You know, mix in some drops, mix in some attack clears, that kind of thing. Here, I wouldn't have backhanded, because like you're already like in a quite central position already. Like you could have turned around and taken this on your forehand and maintained offensive, right? Here, I would have played the cross this way. Like he plays a middle shot, which is like okay from him, and it makes your life a lot easier. So I would have punished him for that actually, because he basically just gives you the ball, because the drop wasn't all that good, wasn't all that sharp. So I would have moved it here. I don't understand why you'd want to make him move this way, right? And then you throw him off balance, which is good, right? When you see him taking the shot this low, right, you should be like expecting the short shot. Like there's not any explosiveness or like lack of, not the word, what's the word I'm looking for? there's no sense of urgency in your movement forward here. And like you play the right shot, which is a drive, but if you had like moved a bit more explosively faster forward, I mean, you could have like taken above the net and like played a finishing shot here. Nice follow-up. Yeah, even on this side, you like for some reason are favoring attacking this side. Is there a particular reason why? Yeah, you shouldn't be backhanding, especially like on a situation like this. It just shows like fatigue, or it looks like laziness, because like again, look at your stance. You're very upright. You're not even ready for a smash if it came that way, right? Your split step is occurring after the shot. Yeah. What happened here? Okay, so your footwork is a bit off here. I wouldn't have had this foot here. I would have turned a bit sideways, yes, but I would have kept your right foot more here. That way it's just a bit more neutral, because this is signaling that you are wanting to go to either this corner or to this corner, and it doesn't really quite make that much sense, because like the most dangerous shot for him to play is this straight shot, or the straight lift. So you should be more sideways ready for that, because this is a cross lift, right? So even if your footwork was like forward and backwards, ready for this side, because it's a cross lift, you should have enough time to get to it anyways. But if your footwork is completely like committed to the opposite diagonal, it's a bit hard to change. It requires a bit more agility to do so. Yeah, you need to be a bit more explosive in your step. Like, you're just like bringing this. You're just bringing this foot forward. You're not really. I see. There's not even a lunge, so you're not even taking use of your long wingspan. It's just like a casual step forward, right? And if you're not in position to smash, which it looks like you're not here, because this is very much so like a brute force. Yeah, you're jump smashing when you're off balance and late. You know, it's not even a full smash. Like, the contact point is way off, right? The arm is not straight. There's a lot of things wrong tactically and executionally with this shot in particular. I would have played like a drop, a clear. I would have reset the rally here. Playing the smash was not a correct choice. So yeah, you're a bit late on the follow-up, right? So yeah. Yeah, so again here, your positioning is a bit off. So for example, if you're going to smash, or if you're going to flick straight here, of course you're going to expect to smash. That's the fastest shot, right? Your positioning of your feet are incorrect then, because you should be biasing for the straight. So more better would have been if your left foot was on the white line and your right foot was here. So you're biasing the straight a bit more, right? And the second thing is, like, again, your split step is very late, right? We can actually see your foot comes up after the smash has already crossed the net or is in line with the net. It doesn't come down until here, where yeah, you're basically reaching for it. And because your positioning was incorrect, you're really having to reach for it. So that's really throwing you off balance. That's making the control of the shot really hard, right? So yeah. I don't know what happened here. It's the same kind of thing. Like, you're just a bit too upright. You're a bit too scared of this. If you're struggling with getting lifts, then you should probably be moving back a step when you're serving, right? And then yeah, just like positioning, like, and sorry, not position, reaction time, because like you're just like looking, right? Your feet have not moved until right now. This is like the moment you made your first step, and the shuttle's like already in line with your shoulder, right? So you're really having to scramble. So this is telling me like lack of explosion, lack of reaction, just like muscle memory, footwork practice, etc. This is an okay execution shot. Sorry, not execution, neutralization shot. The thing is, like, it should be automatic what the next shot is based on how he's receiving it. So he's receiving it on his backhand, right? He's receiving it super high. He's receiving it with like a pretty committed thumb grip. So you know there's not going to be much power. So it's most likely going to be a cross block. Or not a cross block, a soft block, sorry. So you should just be running automatically. You shouldn't be waiting for the next shot to actually occur. So it should have been like a boom and you're just running forward. As soon as you see that the racket is positioned like that. So it should have been, you should have started moving like right after the shot played, right? Nice one. Yeah. So what happened here is your swing is too big, right? Because so a big swing in the backcourt doesn't really matter because you have a lot more margin of error, and the big swing usually allows you to create faster head speed, assuming your technique is correct. But in the front, usually I like teach my students to have a smaller swing, because if they can produce power with a smaller swing, it's so much easier to produce power when you have the luxury of time to produce a bigger swing. Because a lot of people tend to just like swing big, especially ones that like are male, just have more muscle mass, and it's just more intuitive for us guys to like just brute force shots, right? Even at the pro level, this is also true. But yeah, the swing here is quite big, so yeah, it's not surprising to me that it's going here, because it's like your swing is like going like this, so likely your contact point is like down, so the shuttle is also going down. Yeah, this drop is super slow, super loose. And you can see you're taking it like you're leaning slightly back, and so your contact point is like, where are my rackets? One sec. Your contact point on your strings, like, oh, I have a shuttle here. So, right. Ideally, when you drop, it's like this. You're leaning backwards and you're taking it like this. So of course the trajectory of the shuttle is going to go up and it's going to arc, be super slow, be super loopy. It gives your opponent lots of time to get behind the shuttle and play whatever you want. Playing the cross on the cross is like never a tactical decision. Like, it only is effective at pro level because everyone is not expecting the opponent to play it, so like it's a surprise factor thing more than an actual tactical shot. I would have played the straight fast lift here. Like, he's still very much like entrenched in his last shot. Like, he hasn't moved back to center. Like, he's very much still where he was when he played the last shot. So he's kind of like in a way stuck there. So I'd have just played the straight, either the straight net or the straight fast lift here. I wouldn't have played the shot back. Yeah, too reliant on the backhand. Here you can very easily just take the 2 steps and move over, take it on the overhead. No. Playing lifts to the middle is a good idea if you're trying to neutralize their attack. But the downside is it requires you to have strong explosive legs, because you have to be able to cover both sides equally, because both sides of the court are equally short from the middle. And from what I've seen so far, god damn these dogs. Okay, the dog stopped. I just paused the recording, but yeah. So where was I? So yeah, if you want to like lift in the middle, you have to have like explosive legs and be good at side to side movement, because like both lines of attack are equally short from the middle, right? So both sides are equally dangerous, and you of course have to worry about the body smash. So I would have just played the straight lift because it's safer, it's easier, and it's faster. So it puts them under slightly more movement pressure. Because like your movement to the back is like it's quite slow. Ideally, what it looks like is lift, and then you're like running back, right? This is a bit slow. So like even like a simple high clear here is putting you on your backhand again. There you go. No, no, no. Okay. Let's break this down. So it's obvious that you're a bit tired at the end, but let's see what we could have done better here. You see how this straight net like puts him under way more pressure, and he's like taking it way later than the ones in the middle. Here, I would have played honestly a cross net. He plays a shot again to the middle, and it's not like fast. It's not like threatening. You got to it pretty early. Of course, we need to fix your like contact point, but like from what I've seen from the video, like you got to it like on balance. And again here, I would have probably smashed. Right? Yeah, I would have smashed here. I don't know why you want to play the cross straight. Again, this is okay. Playing the straight lift here is fine. It's just a bit high. I would have played it a bit lower and faster. And then here, it looks like fatigue. Yeah, and also just the contact point, the crooked elbow. Yeah. Yeah, that looks like it's going to go out. So I wouldn't wanna. If you're already tired, I wouldn't recommend like playing all these explosive backwards movements, because one, it's harder to control, and especially when you're tired, it's even harder to control, right? And two, like all you're really doing is just half smashing or stick smashing here, really. Yeah. So like, just take the steps and just run and move backwards. You don't really need to jump. I think that'll help you tremendously with your power, your control, and also your follow-up. Also, it'll just be a lot, it'll just save you a lot more energy, because like really, the only reason why we're jumping for the most part in singles is to play steeper shots, but I'm not really seeing any steepness advantage, and also you're quite tall, so I think if you just work on perfecting your technique grounded, not only will that produce like similar quality shots to what you're doing right now while jumping, but also you'll save a lot more energy. So even if you want to like play the soft net, you're too casual about it. You're just like kind of just like walking forward, like, okay, here's my racket, I'm gonna play a net. You still should lunge forward and show like an aggressive racket, right? So take it closer to the tape, and that'll give you a better net shot, and also it will play tighter. It'll also make lifts easier. It'll just make your overall quality and your threat a lot better than like kind of what you're doing. Like, okay, I'm just gonna bring it up very slowly, very casually, right? Again, you're taking it to the side. You're moving way too much to the side. Like you, like if you, even if you look at how like you move, look, you're moving in a circle. Like you're moving in a half. You're follow the cursor, right? You're moving in a half circle around the shuttle. Look, look. See, you move to the side of it. You're purposely like subconsciously maybe taking it to the side of you, and like this angle is not conducive for power. So like you're losing a lot of power because of the inefficient technique. You need to be taking it like closer in line with your body, which will help with angle and power, and also you won't have to jump. This net is also super high. Yeah, because again, you're just waiting for it to come down. You're taking it super low. Nice, nice. Over reliant on that backhand though, and then on the cross backhand clear against better opponents who are able to run, they're just gonna destroy and punish that cross backhand clear. Now both of you are tired, just playing the mental game. Yeah. Yeah, if you were my student, I'd tell you get rid of the backhand because, like, again, it's quite high, and you're over reliant on it too much. Okay, looks like this will be the last rally or second to last rally. Fine. Good job. So, I want to see more of these fast clears. It looks like you're capable of doing them. I also want to see them straight as well. Nice. Nice one. Okay. Well, that is it. I hope this was helpful. Basically, to recap, like lower stance, more explosive split step. The contact point on both overhead shots need to be fixed, meaning that you need to be taking them more in line with your body. A simple test to know if you're taking them in line with your body is to just like have someone lift shuttles to you and let them fall. And if the shuttle falls in line with your right foot, then you're in a pretty good position to be taking shots. If not, if they're landing to the right of your foot, that means you're too far off to the left. And if they're like landing in line with your body, like between your left and right legs, that means you're like too much underneath it, if that makes sense. Contact point on the nets need to be way higher. Your service returns need to be way more aggressive. I think that's really the main points I'd want to cover. So yeah, guys, cheers, like and subscribe. Yeah, stay tuned for more, as always.